Hello, fellow collectors. So today I wanted to make just a short video on what I feel is like the Mickey Mantle of Star Wars cards. So that is, in this case, is the 1977 Top Star Wars Luke Skywalker #1. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen this one in the background. So I have actually two raw cards of this. But I wanted to get a graded one, and I don't feel like the two raw cards I don't feel like condition wise, because I was eventually going to send these in to get graded anyways. I didn't feel like they'd come back that high. If you look closely, the corners are pretty rounded on this one. So yeah, so I wanted to get a nice copy, and even though this is a PSA 4, if we zoom in, like the corners themselves look really good. Overall, the card presents really, really well. So, and like I said, I feel like if you collect Star Wars cards, to me personally, this is like the 1952 Topps Mantle of Star Wars cards for sure. It is card #1, is the very first of all the Star Wars cards. There's only, I believe, 9 PSA 10s in existence, and they have been selling anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000. So the price is up there really high. And funny enough, if you look at the whole PSA report, there really isn't a whole lot of these Luke Skywalker cards that have been submitted. So at each level, after you get past the 9s and 8s, like the 7s and 6s, there's like 500 to 400 copies that have been submitted. So there's not a ton total just out there. And like I've said in many of the other videos too, if you are looking at buying any of the top Star Wars cards from 1977 of all the series, they're just, I never see any that are in any decent condition at all, like ever. So anyway, so I wanted to just get a graded copy of this just because I love these Star Wars cards, and to me this is one of the best ones you could possibly have, and I wanted to get a graded one. So and now let me just share my little story too of how I went about getting it. So I live in the Charlotte area, and when the Panthers drafted Christian McCaffrey, I wanted to get a decent card of his. So I picked this up at a card show, pretty much right after he got drafted. You can see it's one of the Leaf cards with the little personalized autograph on there, which I thought was really cool. So I've had this for a long time, and for whatever reason, I just never was a huge Christian McCaffrey fan. Not as much as I always loved like Steve Smith and Peppers and Cam and Jake Delhomme and all those guys. So anyways, I thought with the success of the 49ers and the season that McCaffrey had, now is as good a time as ever to sell this card. So I have this up on eBay right now, and to take the proceeds to pay for getting this Luke Skywalker PSA 4 card, which I would much rather have this than having this. And so like right now, this card is up to $100 on eBay right now, and I end up buying this one off of eBay for like maybe $40 or something like that. So yeah, and so if this goes any higher, so if this gets to about 150, the extra money I will make off of this, I'm going to send a few more of my own personal Star Wars cards, maybe the Darth Vaders and the Han Solo, the very first ones in the series, off to get graded just to see what I get there. So yes, that's how I ended up getting this, by selling this to get this. So like I said, just super pumped to actually have a graded version of this card. My goal now is to slowly over time is to maybe start upgrading the PSA number on this. So maybe get into a 5 or 6, eventually selling this and selling a few other cards to start upgrading this as time goes by. So just absolutely love the card. If anyone has any questions about the card itself, Star Wars cards, just leave them down in the comments below. But yeah, super pumped to, in my opinion, have the Mickey Mantle of Star Wars cards.